Hi there, welcome to you. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you for responding with yes, Simon Tesfaye. Let me welcome the participants. First, two topics in tonight's live chat. Uh, Simon Tesfaye, first viewer to comment. Welcome, Simon. Horner K here. Simon says, what is Varede's views on Eritrea? We don't know about his views, but he has committed to the Ethiopian federal government in the written document signed by him that no one from Tigray will contact Eritrea without taking federal government on board. If it happens, it would be a violation of Ethiopian national sovereignty which he committed to in the document. So he'll have to abide by the commitment he made. Backfoot says General Tsadkan fired from what? I'll explain. My life says Getachew is exactly where he wanted to be. No, I disagree, I think. Affirmative spy here. Mel Gabriel says, Mr. Sajid, Salam, new, meaning how you, by now, you should be able to speak Amharic, Rom, Romifa, or Tigrania. Well, I don't know even a single word of any of the Ethiopian local languages. Problem is that I am very overworked. All day I work on making videos, so no time to learn a new language. Learning a new language means you need to adopt it fully in your life. So I cannot do that because of my engagements with the channel. I wish I could, by the way. Shafo, well here. Welcome, Shafo. Shafo is a member too. Special welcome to you, Shafo. A name in Amharic says the Amhara people's struggles aren't new. They have persisted for over 50 years, varying in intensity. As an Amhara, I believe our community is now stronger than it has been in a century. Well, I think you should watch my video a few hours ago. I talked about a trap laid by Ethiopian federal government for Fano groups. Fano groups will have to be very careful, I think. They're falling into this trap. They need to realize that they should have their people on their side. Otherwise, no matter how big the groups are, no matter how much armed they are, they won't be able to achieve their objectives. My life says, I was only afraid Abi may leash him to be a PP of Tigray, creating more divisions. Talking about Getachew Reda, I think. Beniam Birhane says, Getachew removed his mask. It is better to be on the open. Backfoot says, do you think Tsadkan deserves a military advisor position? Well, he should work in some capacity about military affairs. This is what his expertise is about. Military strategy or foreign policy or the Horn of Africa security. This is what he is skilled at. You're right. Whether on Tigray level or on federal government level, he should share his experience, his expertise with the people in power. But hopefully, he wouldn't recommend mass wave strategy against a new country, against another country in a war. Uh, Cap OG joined to average Dom says, Sajid, stop glorifying Fano. No, I don't glorify anyone, but I just analyze their strategy, the trap they are falling into. Dark Star says, greetings Sajid, has TPLF in a bid to defeat Reda given complete control to Tigray military. Yeah, Dark Star, I agree with you. I said that TPL politicians have proven themselves uh, incompetent. Whenever political matters are handled by channels, it's a failure of the political class of a country. So this is what happened. TPL failed as a political party. How will it control Varede now? I'll do a video on Varede tomorrow or day after tomorrow. What type of challenge he's going to face? Can he deliver or not? I'll do a video on that hopefully tomorrow. Rufile Volde Rufile is a member, joined after a long time. Special welcome, Rufile. How are you? Beniam Alimayu says, could you give us an update about the flooding of the English Channel? Well, I told you about the flooding of migrants to the English Channel. Uh, and that was reported by some English news sources, I think. I'll do a video on LRT and opposition tomorrow. Madre Bahar joined says, we love you, brother Sajid. Everyone is my family. Everyone in my family knows you. Thank you, Madre Bahar. I'll do detailed video on LRT and opposition tomorrow. Your comment about English channel uh, helped me. It reminded me of what I've been working on recently. So tomorrow I'll speak about it, or in tomorrow's live chat. Let's start, viewers. Two topics, brief live chat. I would love to see your views as well in live chat or after the live chat. First topic is about Tsadkan. Second is about Getachew Reda. Tsadkan is going to be removed. I got this information today, just a few minutes ago. Details for you. Secondly, has Getachew Reda been demoted or promoted? How to understand his new appointment? His supporters are claiming as if he's the one who is now working in a higher position and Tigray leaders are under him. How to read his new appointment? Let me speak for around 10 minutes, then I'll take your questions and comments. Can I start, viewers? LM joined too. LM is a member. Special welcome, LM. Okay. Tsadkan, first viewers, where they held second meeting today. Yesterday, he chaired the first meeting when he assumed charge in Tigray, and he is in the process of forming his cabinet. Cabinet not announced so far. How many will be the members of his cabinet? How many presidents, how many deputy presidents will work under Varede? Getachew Reda had two deputy presidents, Varede and Tsadkan. Varede was working as the head of security. Tsadkan had been nominated by Tigray civil society and he was head of a department working for democratization in Tigray. Now, Varade has decided to have only one deputy president under him. This is what I learned a few minutes ago. One president means that he won't be Tsadkan. TPLF Debretsion wants his man who he it will nominate to be the deputy president. Obviously, TPLF does not want the president and the deputy president to be non-TPLF. Whereas there is non-TPLF, no matter how supportive he is of TPLF, is non-TPLF. He's a journal. He's a lieutenant general. So TPLF wants its man to be the deputy president, whereas they only wants to have one deputy president. It means Tsadkan will have to go. Either he won't continue as deputy president or he will be demoted. And his post will be demoted. It means it will be almost impossible for Tsadkan to work in Tigray. He will be made insignificant. He'll have to go. I don't see him return to Tigray. Getachew is in Addis. Getachew has left Tigray, not likely to return to Tigray. Tsadkan was in the US last time. We heard rumors about his return to Addis. I don't know, but he did not return to Tigray. So he won't be part of the new interim administration. It seems. It seems. It has not been made public, but this is what I'm learning from Macaulay, which I am sharing with you. Sadkan could be appointed in some position on federal level. I think the experience he has should not be wasted. Imabi government should seek support from Sadkan in terms of sharing of experience. These Tigray channels have years, decades of experience, rather, military experience. Yes, Tigray war created two groups in Ethiopia, Tigray fighters and federal forces. Now is the time for those people who are well experienced in Tigray to be part of the federal government so that Zimbabwe's government can learn from the experience of these people. So let's see what and when will the new role Sadkan be given? No. But he is going to be fired from Tigray immediately or gradually. You'll see that. Now, Getachew Reda. Is his appointment as an advisor to the Ethiopian Prime Minister on East Africa affairs a promotion or a demotion? Well, firstly, in the past, when TPLF leaders split with TPLF, they just went dormant. After that, they lost their political clout in Ethiopia. Aregawi is one of them, I think. I forgot his name. Then Gebru, second one, some others too. Those who split with TPLF, they lost their status, their political clout in Ethiopia. Getachew has managed to remain relevant, at least in Ethiopian politics, that he has not been fully discarded by the Prosperity Party, by the federal government. He's been given a portfolio. But is this appointment a promotion or a demotion, keeping in view his status in Tigray and his status in Addis Ababa now? Well, I want to share my views. My view is that Getacho's appointment is definitely a demotion. Why? He has years of struggle behind him in Tigray. He was the one who fought on front lines during war. He was the one who got himself nominated by TPLF to be the president while senior leaders of TPLF opposed him. People like Alem Mongerino were not supportive of Getachew when his name was recommended by TPLF to federal government for the appointment of the president of Tigray 2 years ago. But he had support in TPLF Central Committee. With a narrow margin, he defeated Tsadkan, the challenger, and he got, I think, 18 votes back then, or 19. Tsadkan got 17 votes. So he was one of the strongest politicians in TPLF 2 years ago. Majority of party was behind him. But during his tenure as Tigray president, things changed. Alim was active against him from day one, and Getachew developed some intimacy with the federal government, which was used by TPLF to discredit him at home. And Getachew, I think, was played by RB2. He thought he had backing of TPLF's majority, as he had been chosen to be the president while main leaders opposed him. So he thought he could just lead the party. He could sideline people like Alan Mangiarino, the Bretzian. He miscalculated and he suffered. Right now, the man, Getachew Reda, is at the mercy of the Ethiopian PM. Anytime he can be fired. He does not have a political party, though he claims to be TPLF, but he does not have a strong political party at his back. He cannot go to Tigray. He does not have huge public support as well. So he's alone. If he's been appointed to a position, it's because of the qualities which he possesses. He possesses communication skills, exceptionally effective communication skills, firstly. Secondly, he's not corrupt, I think. I might be wrong, but what I have learned is that he's not corrupt. He has two homes, one in Makale and the other is in Addis. And the home in Makale is just an average house with an average value. His bank account, not a very huge one. He has no properties abroad. So basically, he's a clean man when it comes to financial integrity. His financial integrity, secondly, his communication skills. Because of these two qualities, he has been appointed. And then, obviously, his knowledge of the region, knowledge of the politics of the region. He worked as, I think, foreign minister in the past too. He has loads of experience in the past. That is why he's been appointed as state minister to the Ethiopian PM on East Africa security affairs. But East Africa affairs, basically, it's a demotion for him. He'll have to start afresh now, start anew. Either he will have to rejoin TPLF, or he'll have to establish a new party, or he'll have to strengthen his status in Prosperity Party. He has not joined Prosperity Party so far. He is working in the capacity of an advisor. He's still part of TPLF. So either he'll have to join Prosperity Party. Only then can he make himself strong in the Prosperity Party. He hasn't joined PP so far. If he joins PP, whatever following he had in Tigray will be lost. So still, I am seeing him as a man whose future is uncertain. He'll continue with the federal government in some capacity because of the qualities I mentioned. But I think he will have to make decisions whether to join Prosperity Party or return to TPLF or establish a new party. He'll have to make one of the three decisions in coming months. And I think he should make a decision, because if it does not make a decision, he will always be at the mercy of the Ethiopian PM, and anytime he can be fired. He'll have no independent opinion. He won't be able to confront, to challenge the views of the Prime Minister, views of the ruling party. Demoted says, "Hi, Sadi, do you think the PM has a yin and yang of advisors? Imagine Daniel Kibrit and Getachew giving advice to one guy." Well, I think Daniel Kibrit was very relevant when RB went after the church. Daniel was very relevant back then in that confrontation. Daniel was relevant. So no, LM, I did not say that. I said he went to Dubai. I never said that he was permanently relocating to Dubai. He went there, but he returned. I said he was there, he was visiting Dubai. I never said he was going to settle in Dubai. So Abi used Daniel Kebre in religious matters. Getachew will be used in foreign policy related matters. Rafael says Getachew needs a break, write a memoir, and eventually work for the UN, if not AU. Well, I think it's too early for him to just look back and write his autobiography. I think he can work. People older than him are in top positions. He should be in some good position, I think, to work for Ethiopia, for his people. It's too early to retire for him, I think. Hailu Media says, "You are a pathological liar. You did say that." Hailu Media. The name suggests that this man has a YouTube channel. Several YouTube channel owners, by the way, they comment, they try to, uh, they criticize me. Basically, they want to tarnish my image. So they write such comments. I know that some of them have their YouTube channels. They want the audience to watch them. That is why they write such comments. Don't ban them. Let people decide. LM says, how much do you think this maneuvering has to do with the election? Are you talking about Gitachow's appointment and TPLF and the developments in Tigray, LM? By the way, one comment about the election. Who is serious about election in Ethiopia? Less than a year remaining, and I don't think people, parties, politicians really believe that election can lead to change in Ethiopia. They perhaps believe that this election of 2026 will be like the ones held in the past, controlled, a ruling party will win. So that is why there is no use of starting political activity or just endangering yourself by standing up the ruling party. But this mindset should change, I think. Politicians should change the mindset of the people. Before that, they need to change their own mindset. Lidito was the first one who announced to return to Ethiopia. Like a true politician, he announced to start a political movement, but he was not allowed to return. Jawar started in social media, uh, still continuing. But for several months, I have been saying that Ethiopian politicians, opposition especially, they should not disappoint their people. If they don't have any trust in Ethiopian electoral politics, why are they in politics? They should just take up arms, or they should just retire and write their autobiographies. If they are really politicians, then they should do political work. They should focus on next election. They should create alliances. They should uh, share their manifesto with the people. They should hold this government accountable through the performance analysis of this government. What are they doing? O- OLF, talking about Somali Oromo border, status of Addis Ababa. Do they deserve to be politicians to represent the people? My life says, Sardid, is the Pretoria deal dead now? Well, it's not dead. I mean, the document signed by Varede is part of Pretoria, you can say. Most of the points mentioned in the document were mentioned in Pretoria as well. Pretoria is not dead. It cannot be dead. Yes, we can talk about how much it has been implemented. I think DDR is now going to be the main uh, thing to uh, be monitored in Tigray. Abiy would like military where they to dismantle military as soon as possible. And by Pretoria, Abiy means dismantlement of Tigray forces. So let's see what Varade does. Matthews TV says, would love to see a video with the ethnic makeup of the Prosperity Party. Public needs to see PP ethnic mix. Well, their ethnic mix. I mean, they have parties from Amhara, Oromia, Somali region too. They have a Tigrayan PP as well, like Abraham Baled there. And I think Sidama is also controlled by Prosperity Party. So they have representation of all ethnic groups. I think people are talking about Pretoria. Pretoria is viewed differently by federal government and Tigray. By implementation of Pretoria, federal government means DDR. TPLF by Pretoria implementation means uh, Volkai Tomara Sagade returning to Tigray administration uh, and return of all the IDPs, inclusion of TPLF on federal level in the government, and holding of election, uh, taking power in Tigray. This is what TPLF wants. Federal government wants to dismantle Tigray military. Annabelle says, is the tension between India and in Pakistan? I have no time, by the way, to cover the issues in the region where I'm living because all day I'm focused on what is happening in your region. If you want to know about India, Pakistan, there are lots of people talking about it. Why don't you go to those channels? With 33 minutes have passed, I think we should end the live chat. It was good to be with you. We analyzed two questions. Firstly, we talked about Sadkan's future. It seems he's going to be fired from his position as Tigray deputy president. He worked as Tigray deputy president under Getachew Reda. He's going to be removed immediately or gradually. Secondly, we talked about Getachew. I said his new appointment is a demotion, not a promotion. He has three options available. Which will he choose? Will he rejoin TPLF? Will he formally join Prosperity Party? Or will he establish a new party? He'll have to make a decision. Otherwise, his appointment as an advisor won't ensure his political survival. He'll always be at the mercy of the one man in power, PM Abiy. So let's see what he does. Thanks for watching, viewers. I'll be back tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.